Should we give a bigger part of your budget to disaster relief or not?
I think we get it about right, actually.
Okay.
I think we have to be flexible, and we are, and you've seen us add on this Philippine relief on top of the work that we're doing in Syria.
Where can you show me a correlation between us giving aid to some failed nation or nearly failed nation and that cutting down on terrorism?
I think if you look at the work that we've done, for example, in Pakistan, a huge amount of work, some of it's short term.
But it's riven by terrorism, Pakistan. Let me show you this picture. Yeah, here, see if you now, can you tell us, who are these young women?
I don't know, I'm sure you're about to tell me though.
Oh, I will. They are the Ethiopian Spice Girls. And I'm surprised that you don't know, because they've only managed to get like that and become rather famous because we've financed them, your department's financed them to the tune of £4 million.
And of course, all the work that we do with girls and women on the ground, making sure that they have a voice in their local communities, that they get the chance to have a livelihood and employment, that they have some control over what happens to their own bodies in terms of tackling FGM, tackling the fact that there's huge issues
FGM
around female genital mutilation.
Did you know that your department had spent £4 million on the Ethiopian Spice Girls?
Yes, I do. And actually, I think ultimately, if we're going to see change on the ground, we have to work with that next generation of girls who are growing up in these countries.
£4 million?
And show them that actually there is a life ahead of them with opportunity, with potential, that goes beyond what many of them will experience, which includes early and forced marriage. It's part of the work that we do, Andrew, and it's part of the work that we do with local communities to try and change attitudes and help create the potential for growth.
But why does the British taxpayer spend £5 million on a Bangladeshi version of Question Time?
Well, we work with actually people like the BBC to make sure that we can get accountability for local communities of their government.
£5 million, but that's bigger than the BBC Question Time's budget, and that even includes the cost of the tattoo on Mr. Dimbleby.
I don't think...
Why £5 million on a Bangladeshi Question Time? It's our money.
It's our money, and ultimately we are working with people and with countries on the ground to not just improve their economies, and we're doing more of that over time, more job creation. We're also working to improve people's prospects, but also critically we're working to improve their ability to hold their governments to account, so that when they are not getting services on the ground, they have channels and ways that they can raise those concerns with the people who are there to be delivering services for them and who are there to represent them in their government.
In your own personal view, should the next Conservative government, if there is one, should you continue to ring-fence spending on foreign aid?
Yes, I think we should.
And if you do not believe, if you're a British voter who doesn't believe that we should enshrine that in by law so that we have to do it, which means with a growing economy, foreign aid will rise by definition, and if you think we should be spending less money on the Ethiopian Spice Girls and the Bangladeshi Question Time, for whom should you vote at the next election?
I think as a Conservative Party we've got a very sensible approach to overseas
But if you don't agree with that, for whom should you vote?
Well, I don't know what the various party manifestos
Well, the only party
that
doesn't think we should be doing this is UKIP.
Well, I think each party will set out its stall at the next election, which will include policies like overseas development. But I think you have to look at the response to both the Philippines appeal that we've seen over the last week and children in need. We are a country that's massively generous, and in spite of all of the challenges we have faced and all the steps we're taking to get our country back on track, what it shows is the British people will respond to crisis and will respond to need when they see it in the world, and I think it's one of the things that makes Britain special.
Justine Greening, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.